Gonna go straight into the campaign. We're gonna do a new game. Have to do Prelude, because it... Prelude act... Oh,
Welcome,
no, not the
Commander,
trainer.
To the revolutionary
I don't need to do the
Overlord
trainer.
battle today. You'll to issue it first, then, and use of
No.
Overlord voice command protocols requires enrollment with a verified voice.
Yes. The trainer acts like a tutorial, so it's going to make you go through it. Every time
2016.
you have a new profile.
Nuclear terrorism in Saudi Arabia kills 6 million and cripples the world's oil supply. 2017. The joint U.S.-European missile shield goes live. The world celebrates the end of nuclear warfare. The stage is set.
That one's historically accurate.
Now the world's leading supplier of oil and natural gas, Russia spends billions on the biggest arms buildup since the Cold War.
Death Trap's nightmare.
The European Federation is created with a population and GNP greater
not
than the
Switzerland.
US.
They're not about that life.
2020, America begins assembly of the Freedom Star military space station. The end has begun.
All right, Nito.
Calling the Balkans an anarchy of failed states, President Becerra
Oh,
blamed
more
the European
bullshit in the
Federation
Balkans.
for abandoning the region.
Unable to guarantee access to petrol, the governments of many Balkan nations simply evaporated.
Europe can criticize our
They have all
Venezuela
these little
policies
newscasts
once it's
before
dealt
the
with crisis
missions.
in its own backyard.
Unlike the US, we do not play policeman beyond our borders.
I'm outraged by this
General,
space policy.
satellite imaging shows tanks offloading from the ship and moving to attack our uplinks along the Adriatic coast.
Have Colonel Maldini log on immediately.
I do like to listen to them because they will, like at the end there, they will have a little briefing. The newscast before the mission starts kind of describes the interactions between the three factions, which you can see two of them here. This is the Russian Federation, and this is the United States of Europe, really. That's the logo. So let's start it.
Colonel Maldini, Europa is under attack by forces unknown. An unregistered cargo ship
Did
ran
that
aground
cool.
on the coast of what used to be Croatia, then offloaded a dozen or more T-80 tanks that are now firing upon the missile shield uplinks we maintain across the border, in the lawless zone. I have ordered regular infantry units stationed at Fort Turun to repulse the attack and take hold of the cargo ship, so we can determine who is behind this attack. Your gunships will provide close air support. Capitan Chumino will serve as your executive officer. For Europa, Colonel, ensure the success of your mission.
So you'll notice he said they're dispatching regular infantry to the area. I think you play as all three factions as some sort of like elite force or more specialized unit. So in a lot of missions you will actually have little AI riflemen and stuff running around, and those guys don't have shields or anything. I don't believe any of them ever get tanks or gunships or anything of the sort. So no heavy vehicles for the bastards. And looks like some friendly neighborhood terrorists are trying to blow up missile uplink facilities, which, if you're very displeased with the United States' space policy, I guess could kind of be spooky. So this is just explaining the rock, paper, scissors system. Gunships are very, very good against tanks. Absolutely trash against these two units. And they're pretty bad against riflemen, which are in cover as well, but they don't really tell you that. They're even not that great against riflemen that are out of cover if the gunships aren't upgraded, or if the riflemen have more veterancy and upgrades. Computer loot.
Colonel
loads too
Maldini
fast
has
for
logged
me to
onto
see the
Overlord.
clips.
Data stream is secure. Camera on Zircom. Gunships designated Unit 1.
Do I not have control yet?
Unit 1 cleared to engage Hostile 1,
Got
displayed
cool
on
little
HUD.
binocs. Made it. Unit 1, attack hostile 1. So yeah. Basically, for this mission, we're kind of escorting these guys. It's mostly kill all the tanks so that these guys can secure all the areas. This is apparently what used to be. Holy shit! I don't remember how cool these bunkers look. It's like a little DMZ.
Unit 1 cleared to attack hostile 1.
Camera sensitivity is a little high, but I looked at the options. My camera like actually kind of look like 290s. And yet, because they have shields, because they're riflemen in the open, they just get thrashed by these tanks. Usually when you get to 1 unit, or a quarter strength unit like this, they'll send up an evacuation
Uplinks
flare.
Bravo and Foxtrot under attack.
Unit 1, attack hostile 2. So this is one of the uplink stations that would need to be captured, or that I guess the terrorists are supposed to be attacking. I guess they have Foxtrot, which is over here, or Bravo.
Units.
Okay.
2 entering mission area. Good work. Second hostile destroyed.
So yeah, I do like how you have the little rangefinders and the zoom, and I can see units that aren't rendering it yet. Unit 1 and 2 move to Foxtrot. Oh crap, he must be getting onto the battlefield. Okay, or not. Calling all gunships, move to Foxtrot. Alright. Unit 1, attack hostile 3. Unit 2, attack hostile 4. Alright, it looks like I don't have all the commands yet because it's a tutorial, and I can click through these if I really want to. Yes, you made a kit. Good shit. These riflemen have a lot of balls, though, or little brains. And yeah, all these tanks came out of this cargo ship. This massive... like, it's just huge. Thing looks like it should be the submarine from Wolfenstein 2. The new Wolfenstein 2.
Third hostile.
Unit 1, attack hostile 5.
Operational. Unfinished business.
This is pretty great though, just following the gunships around while they slaughter things.
Massive detonation at the cargo ship. They've blown it up.
Oh, they blew it up and they aren't surrendering, so... Never did a question. Little rocket pod ships. Very nice. And there's Unit 2. Unit 2 camera. You can get all sorts of upgrades
Fourth
for all
hostile
these
destroyed.
units, like
Just 1 more to go. Hostile
special
4
rocket
still operational.
pods where you can discharge all
Unfinished
of them
business.
at once. Do a nice little bit of bonus damage. There we go. Everybody's dead. Because I didn't bring any anti-air, and this is a very rock, paper, scissors centric game.
All hostile armor destroyed. Uplinks are secure.
This is High Command. What is the extent of damage to the ship?
The destruction is total, General. It's still burning.
I want a full investigation of the wreckage. We need to know who is behind this attack.
I don't know.
Until we do, details of this mission are to be considered classified. High Command out.
I don't know if hitting escape will break the dialogue. I don't know what a dog face is. Probably some sort of grunt. And neither of you got promoted because I was basically bullying children. I don't know if any of these matter in the tutorial. Terrorists. Fucking ISIS visited us. Bombed Saudi Arabia for being the wrong kind of Muslim, I guess, and then landed into, quote, what used to be Croatia. Wait!
In just a few minutes,
Did
the Freedom
Russia have
4 will
Ukraine?
launch into orbit on its mission to complete the Freedom Star,
Sevastopol?
America's first manned space defense station.
Tens of thousands took to the streets of Paris to protest the imminent launch of America's orbital battle station.
Looks like we're in the
Despite
yeah,
the outcry,
Kennedy Space
the U.S.
Center.
president has vowed the
been there.
launch will go forward as scheduled.
That we're going to launch this thing, there's no stopping us. Wait a minute, wait. I think we've heard some explosions.
Mayday! Perimeter breach north of the launch pad. Multiple vehicles opening fire.
Well, looks like more terrorists.
Colonel Taylor, Kennedy Space Center is under attack by unknown forces. All we do know is they've got serious military hardware. I'm putting you in charge of the JSF units we had on routine standby for launch security. The Space Center's defense force will do their best, but without our help, they don't stand a chance. Whoever these vermin are, we can bet they've come here to destroy the Freedom 4 lifter. I don't think either one of us wants $35 billion deducted from our paychecks, Colonel. So wipe them out before they touch it. Major Dennison will serve as your XO. Get to it and do America proud. Mitchell out.
So I've been to the Kennedy Space Center, and there's actually an Air Force base very close to it. I would not be surprised if it's one of the most defended points along the, at least southeast coast. Because NASA is right there. NASA plus the Air Force Base, there's just a lot of high-tech stuff you just don't want bad peoples to have the potential to touch.
Colonel Taylor taking the helm. Data stream secure.
Unit 1, move to target.
Designated
Unit 2, move to target.
is taking fire, sir.
So I do not have gunships. I'll probably stop doing voice commands whenever she's talking to try to let
The
that
mission support display shows how many reinforcements are available, as well as total remaining reserves.
purely because
The number of reinforcements that can be airlifted onto the field
yeah.
increases over time.
shit. Unit 2, attack hostile 2.
Fastback IFVs will shred.
Unit 3, attack hostile 1. Basically, she was saying fastback IFVs.
Hostile
these
forces attacking
Bradley
from the
type
northeast
guys
and northwest.
absolutely slaughter gunships, which they do. Who are you? Shit. Unit 3, attack hostile 3. Yeah, I picked this little because you have all 3 counters to the rock paper scissors right here.
Well done, sir.
I do like the way the American gunships look. Oh, the tanks are knocking things over.
Excellent work, sir.
Riflemen and
Mitchell
infantry
here.
and cover are
The
actually
hostiles
fairly
launched their
solid.
attack from a cargo ship that ran aground about 2 clicks north of the space.
Not the cargo ship, apparently. I'm gonna see if I can turn them up. See, voice receive might be like VoIP in multiplayer, which is probably long
Center.
since discontinued.
Whoever's behind this had resources and lots of prep time. You've inflicted heavy losses on them. Keep it up. You've got another wave inbound. Mitchell out.
He's a great voice actor. He's some other stuff. Didn't he used to be
Enemy is taking damage.
a dude on Toonami?
Good job, Colonel.
So I'm actually going to send
Oh yeah, we'll kill him.
Unit 3 attack hostile 2.
Copy that.
Because Unit 1 over here can easily counter
This is
one.
Traveler. All rollers, factory men.
Yeah, even being in the proximity of these
Hostiles
things, it
are
looks
taking
like they
damage.
might actually be taking that bonus shield damage, which is kind of unfair.
This is Traveler. Engaging hunters. We gotta kill, sir.
But they're trying to kill my tanks. Oh no, they're trying to kill the infantry, I
All
believe.
eagles are up.
Yeah.
Traveler here. All rollers, factory men.
I love how when you select a unit, they give a little sit rep or status report on what's going on, and
Sidewinder here. Roger, moving.
or is that a big transport dropping off enemy
Moving out.
vehicles? Yes, it is. Unit 3 move.
Schwarzkopf.
Unit 2 move to target.
Motion, sir.
Just
Oh, yeah, sir.
tell it to
You
kill
got
him.
it.
Tanks will rip transports up. And these things look like little battle buses. I mean, look at that. It's like an RV with armor.
Hostiles are taking hits. That is a kill.
I wish they would wiggle around a little. That's so much.
Only fire.
Okay, I gave them a halt command, but they disengaged.
Put you down, sir.
Which is a little weird, because I don't think I can set any sort of stance like aggressive or passive. So you'd never really want like a unit to just sit there and take it.
This is Traveler.
Oh, we crushed a cop car. Whoops.
All hostiles destroyed. Freedom 4 is secure.
Freedom
Mitchell
4.
here.
Jesus.
The situation is
It's
bigger
got
than we
like
knew,
two space
as in
shuttles attached to
global.
the space shuttle.
The European Federation and Russia are under attack as well.
And
By
Russia.
the same hostiles, General? Who are these people?
Unknown. But if they aren't afraid to make enemies of 3 superpowers on the same day, they're capable of just about anything. I'll be coordinating Homeland Defense operations. Expect new remote command assignments inside 5 minutes.
Of course, General. We'll be ready.
Where is the... Okay, there's one water... Jesus. There's one water tower. They told us that... There's a lot of water towers. They told us when we were on tour at the Space Center. Oh, and there's the assembly building, I think. Little close. But basically, the waters drops whenever rockets are launched, not because of, you know, in case of fire, but the shockwave of the sound from it lifting off can kill you if it's not handled properly, and water's very good at absorbing it. I don't think any platforms are this close to the assembly building, and these tracks are actually from the... They have like trawlers that'll carry the things at like a whopping mile an hour. But they're carrying an entire freaking spaceship, and I imagine they have some pretty giant trawlers for this thing. So yeah, I'm probably going to get an A on all these tutorial missions, because it's basically, they're going to attack you with whatever you're strongest against. Okay. Thank you, Flavius. Oh, and evacuated, I don't know if you saw it there, evacuated units will retain their rank, so you can redeploy them in the next mission.
Efficiency and technology.